bajillion candle power lights pointed on us here, and they are blowing our faces out. But we have our next match, Winter versus HBOL, coming up, as you can see on the bracket. Triforce just beat Spider Slayer 2-0, and coming through the loser bracket, we are going to be covering some of that here in a little bit.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and get that off of our screen here. Pow! So we've got our next match pretty much all set here.
Yep, it looks like all the players are ready. The first map is going to be Akalon Waste, and we are going into the game.
All right, we are going into the game. And got to turn this off. And boom, we are in the game. So, in the lower right-hand corner, coming through the bracket with a fierceness so far today, in the lower right-hand corner, it is our pink Terran. His name is Winter Starcraft.
Zerg, you mean. And in the top left-hand corner, representing green and Terran, it is HBOL. Now, Winter has said that his goal for the tournament is to not drop a single map.
Yep.
Those
he
are
said
big
he
words.
would be sad if he dropped a single map going forward.
Which is, you know, that's a pretty tall order, you know. But he's been playing very decisively thus far. He's been feeling very confident, and I can't say that I blame him. But maybe it's possible that we will see a contender rise up and take a map, if not two, from him.
Yeah, we do have. You know, actually, I should change something. I've got this set for me playing while the people are doing things. I'm just going to change my bars here so we can not be overwhelmed by those. That looks much better.
Definitely.
Winter has been, you know, as you said, going through. I don't think he has dropped a map yet today, has he?
No, he's not.
Yep. So going into this, HBOL played fairly well in his previous matches. We'll have to see what he ends up coming out with, but I think we've, gosh darn near casted all the ZVTs today.
You know, I can't imagine. I'm starting to wonder if Protoss even exists anymore.
But
the recent patch just got rid of them.
I actually blame you, because the last live event we did, it was all Protoss.
Like, that's my fault?
It wasn't even Protoss versus anything, but you complained to no end about, I'm so tired of casting Protoss. So
I don't think I complained to no end.
Well, you were
I commented.
You commented a lot.
I commented on the number of Protoss that were.
But the world has come around in your favor and given us none of the Protoss. But Winter, in his fashion, has got a drone already in HBOL. I'm just going to call him HBO. In the Green Terran's base. And he's been quite pesky with these drones so far today, doing some harassery of the builders of the buildings, and then using some extractor micro. But a refinery is going down there. Oh my gosh, and HBOL has actually cornered that drone and killed it. So that's the first for today. So far HBOL is in the lead, I would say.
By one worker.
But
he still has that SCV running around in Winter's base. He is aware of what's going on, sees the gas, sees the pool, sees the natural expansion. He did try and get that drone in, or I'm sorry, that SCV in to try and block it, but Winter had his expansion down quite quickly.
Big difference for Winter, though, is, you know, he's been able to keep that drone alive for quite a long time in games past. So the fact that he doesn't have that anymore, I mean, he's gotten a lot of information from that in the past.
Yeah, and it looks like he is trying to position his overlords to get in there when he needs to see some of the key tech. You know, most of the time that drone is more used for just keeping his opponent off balance a little bit, not allowing him to take the gas when he wants to, not allowing him to just have free reign and do whatever he wants on the map, but having to keep coming back to his base to make sure that he's not losing things, or that drone isn't getting too much damage done. Not that they can do a ton of damage, but if you're not paying attention, then they can kill a few things.
He was in range enough to see that the expansion is going down. You know, we haven't really seen any, you know, I would say cheese plays. I mean, the closest thing to that was that Proxy Robotics at one point worth a Warp Prism. You know, do you think the fact that this has been best of 3 up to this point plays a factor in that?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's a big deal when you lose a single map and only a best of 3. So you want to play more conservatively. You want to play in a fashion that's going to, you know, put your best game out there first. You don't want to take a lot of risks, frankly.
Absolutely. That I
So
fully agree with that. And
Winter's Observer, or Overlord rather, is coming into the base of HBOL now. He's going to try and check out what he can see. It's a little bit earlier than he's done it in the past, around 6 minutes. He is going to see that factory. There are 2 going down, but he only sees 1.
He did not see the second one, so that's going to be a trick there. We've seen so much. It really surprises me how much mech we've seen in the ZVTs today. It's almost something that I feel like I haven't seen that much lately.
Yeah, that's right. There's definitely been a lot more emphasis on the mech play, and it looks like Winter is doing roaches. He's moving his roaches pretty much straight across the map. It looks like he just wants to bust down the gates and be done with this right at the get-go here.
I mean, in past interviews we've done, this has been a thing that he's wanted to do. Terran, especially if he senses they're going mech, just to make a bunch of roaches and just get in there and see what he can do.
And I mean, it looks like it's going to be fairly powerful. There's not really a whole lot going on. We've seen this play from him before against Terran, where Terran makes this ramp, or this wall of the bunker and the supply depots, and he just busts through it with a decent number of roaches. I mean, he's got 9 down there right now, and 1 is lagging a little bit behind. He might wait for that.
And the Overlord heading over the main base of HBO right now has prompted HBO to pull the Marines out of the bunker to go back and kill it. And now the roaches are going to come up with nothing in the bunker and kill it free.
And now they're just walking in without having taken any damage. The Marines are coming down, but they're not on attack move, and they are just getting picked off without doing any damage. So, and he doesn't get the ramp up either, so these roaches are just waltzing right in, getting all the damage done. And I mean, when you only have Hellions against this number of roaches, you're going to have a bad day. The roaches are just kind of cleaning house. The SCVs are being pulled, running forward, trying to do whatever they can. There's the GG.
GG.
So that was a very quick opening map.
Yeah, I feel like when he got that going, that I don't think he intended it, but that Overlord going over the base, and HBO was like, I mean, he didn't have that many Marines to begin with, let's be honest. That bunker would have gone down, but it may have not been for free. But the fact that he basically got him to unload that with the Overlord going over his base and then just waltz up with the roaches. I mean, with the Terrans the majority of the time today going the double factory Hellion, it almost seems like why not make a bunch of roaches and just see what I can do? Because roaches are fairly good against Marines. They're fairly good against Hellions.
Absolutely, and it seemed like one of those things where Winter just kind of said, I've been seeing a lot of mech today, I'm just going to go straight roaches, I'm going to see if I can end it quick. And he was able to do just that.
Indeed.
So I am going to try and get to the map pick from HBOL.